Hi, this is Custom Integrations coming at you with another review. This is the Neca Bioshock 2 Subject Delta from 2011, I believe, and I bought him online in box, which is cool, so it finished my Bioshock collection for now. This is probably one of the rarer pieces I have out of my Bioshock collection, so I had to add him to my collection because Bioshock 2 happens to be my favourite Bioshock game. Really good game, I highly recommend. Alright, this unboxing process takes a little bit because they boxed it in a really weird way. You could definitely not steal this figure back then, especially not out of box. You'd have to bring shears and stuff out. But yeah, so as you can see already on the figure, there's tons of detail, even in box, so that's really cool. Very, very nicely painted. Really pretty posable too. The only problem with posability is the legs, which I will show in the articulation section. And here's Subject Delta out of the box without his respirator and the fuel tanks for the fuel and the Adam and Eve. So I'll be putting those, I'll get those out of box off camera because otherwise it would just take forever. But yeah, looking at the details here, there's a nice yellow paint used for the glowing eyes, the glowing head section, which is really nice. Alright, here he is with all his accessories attached. So looking at him, he's got really good paint job all over, like with the dark metallic silvers and the rope pattern. So the rope's actually painted in a nice, not glossy, but I'd say it's a mix between matte and glossy. The fingers have the caps, they don't have the holes in it for where he would use the Eve powers on, so they'd have to open up their fingertips so you could actually have skin to use the powers. Without it, it wouldn't work because there's no skin, so no power. Nowhere for it to go. But yeah, it comes with that hand which you can use to replace the drill because, in game he could either have his other hand or a drill. I'm going to keep the drill on him. I'm not going to try bother changing fists because this is an old figure. Anyway, didn't include the Subject Delta the actual Delta symbol on his hand, which is a shame, but yeah, nothing I can't add. So yeah, as you can see, it's nice and dirty and grimy all over, including around the glass for the visor on the head, which I've found is actually accurate to in-game because he's meant to be all worn down and dirty, which is cool. He's got springs and hydraulics on his arms for the drill, and the canisters on the back are painted really nicely. And they've even got Adam and Eve sections on the back. Also has the cage where the little sister would get up on his back, so you'd carry them around and protect them to earn more Adam. So that's pretty cool too. The clothes are nice and baggy. You've got the knee braces. You've got the little scuba knife. Boots look painted heavy, so that's good. It has that very metallic look to it, so it feels nice and heavy and cumbersome. So that's really cool. It's also got the locket on his chest. Now articulation, it's pretty basic to say the least. Like, it's not basic, it's great, but the legs need work. You got shoulder rotation up and down. You got a ball joint at the waist, which is actually really cool because no other Big Daddies have that. But yeah, let's get a closer look. So you got a shoulder joint that goes up and down on a hinge and also is on a swivel. You've also got, it's on a ratchet too. You go all rotation all the way around. You got a single jointed elbow, which is actually really handy, and a wrist that's on a hinge and a swivel. So full range of motion there. Ball jointed waist, so that's really handy. That's great for posability. But the legs, like the knees are fine, but it's the upper joint of the legs, so where the legs attach to the hips. Also the drill is posable, so you can spin it around. But yeah, so the hips are probably the part that brings it down the most, because you can't really go forwards or back. It's on a hinge that you have to manually rotate. It's not bad, but it's not great. It's not like you're going to do any crazy poses with this figure anyway, but just something to be warned of. He's got a single jointed knee, and it works alright. It's not perfect. So yeah, overall this figure is absolutely amazing. If you ever find this, I'd highly recommend it. It's, especially if you collect Bioshock, this is definitely a figure to have because the design is dead on to the game, so that's great. Anyway, this is Custom Indie Creations, signing out. Have a fantastic day and I'll see you all in the next one.